so you guys are thinking about your backgrounds.
Yes.
And so if you can wait just a moment, we can look at the upbringings. Nate, what do we have?
So, my background is Burned Man,
Oh,
Witch,
shit.
Warlock, and Accursed.
Okay.
Yes.
I think that's a little redundant. Burned Man is already incredibly magical.
Yeah.
So
More magic.
yeah, I think you will have a
is-
lot of the sub picks underneath each one overlap a lot. So,
Alright.
but it's up to you. We will see. Just to give you an idea of
Your
what you're
magic
talking
shit.
about. Yeah. To give you an idea of what we are talking about here.
Yeah, I was thinking about how problematic or how
Oh,
complex is the magic system.
Some of
in this
it can be quite complex, but and I'm not going to stop you from doing anything, but I will say that they are very serious in this game about the brutalities of some of these options.
Right.
Okay, so let's take a look at the Burned Man and what that is.
Alright.
Okay,
I was not quite sure what it actually meant.
well,
It
let's
wasn't
take.
very obvious with the...
It might be that you actually are,
It's at least
or you might be on the festival, the Burning
Right.
Man.
the Burned Man. When a man becomes no one, he then may become anyone. In Zyphi, the city of the dead, those that have lost their sense of self from anywhere in the world may come and give their very soul in the temples of ash. Those that are found to be worthy are granted a new being as a burned man. After a cleansing bath of flame, they are trained in the most horrific techniques of assassination and mystic travel. They become nobody but at one with shadows and astral stuff. Then they become servants of death, claiming souls and coin for their unknown god. And that is just the beginning, because that is the status. What about the ability, Burned Man?
Oh, shit.
Yes.
That was quite
The
something.
ability that you get from it.
It sounds very, very fiery.
Burning the Man.
Burning the Man, which includes here and this entire page,
Holy
2
moly!
pages, and then this. So this is a big deal if you want to do it. Also, you would take Burned Man as your last upbringing, is the idea.
Okay.
So chronologically,
It should go
because
that way.
your past is burned away.
Alright.
And what's interesting is that your other upbringings can be used as weapons against you to make you remember, which is kind of cool.
Alright.
So to play a Burned Man means you have chosen to give up your past, but it's never completely gone. So,
That's why I should stick to
so yes, you are.
Alright.
It's called
In that case-
scarification unification. You have become horribly scarred, kissed and licked by flame until you are on the verge of death. Only the sacred salves of the Ashen temples kept you alive while you healed. Your last life is over. You don't remember much of it. You are, for example, if someone tries to read your mind, they will only see what they want, unless it ties directly to your character's history. The Mask of 1,000 Whispers, you can make your face look like anybody.
Ooh.
You have terrible techniques to shock people's minds, make them forget you, or to fall unconscious. You can eat someone's brain with herbs and absorb their whole mind. These are things you cannot do all at once. You have something called a magnitude, and you guys only have a magnitude of 1 right now. But as your magnitude goes up, Nate,
Yep.
you have a magnitude of 1, so you only get 1 of these funky things. But as your magnitude goes up in play, you get more and more and more of
You
these.
get closer to the brain eating.
Yes.
Alright.
And you can pick them. They are not in order.
Go with
So,
the brain eating.
Yes.
Number 1.
Oh, shit.
And so there are a couple that are have steps, like being able to step through shadow, and then after that you can gain the combat style that relies on striking from multiple shadows. But that's for later in play.
Alright.
So that's pretty cool if you want to do it, but it's pretty hardcore. So what were you before you became the Burned Man?
I'm thinking that maybe something that would, in that case, fit quite well would be a minstrel singer together with tragic figure.
Awesome. Yes. Yes. Okay. So
Love it.
let's go through the. Give me those,
All right.
and let's put it in order. We will start with minstrel.
All right.
Oh my God.
That's great.
So I think your character is going to just be a nice breath of happy, fresh horse air. for
As
all of
long
us.
as I'm not in contact with other cool culture, then I was like, yeah, you need to burn.
I already did.
So with
Yes, that's
minstrel
really
singer,
good.
you get, if you look at that sheet, the blank sheet, Nate.
Yep.
You will see the list of skills, the blank sheet there.
I can
No,
have this
okay. You will see the list of skills, and you, in this case, will get 1 for knack and wit.
one. Right. Knack and wit.
You will get 2 free ranks as well.
Right.
You will get something called a category, which is trade and sage.
Category trade and sage. Where does that
I suggest
Abilities,
not going.
categories.
Don't go onto your sheet yet. Okay.
go? All right.
Just scribble it somewhere, because it's a lot of erasing and things. So trade and sage for a category. You may pick You may pick something from trade and sage, which an ability. So we will look at that in a moment. Just don't
Right, so,
forget. It's easy to
trade and
forget
sage is a category.
Right. And then it's full of abilities. You get to pick one.
Yeah.
In your case.
And
Because-
it's from these.
Right.
ones.
But let's worry about that in a moment. Okay, and then for your tragic figure, you will get nothing for your ranks specifically, but you get 4 free ranks.
Yep.
You get the ability tragically flawed, which has all kinds of mechanics.
So, father.
And then so that's an ability, tragically flawed. Has rules to play with. And then finally you will have 2 experience points.
All right.
And then for the burned man, let's see. Prowess, stealth, and willpower each get a 1.
All right.
And 1 free rank. You get rogue and wood for a category.
Rogue and wood.
You don't get a special ability from that yet,
No.
but you can get them through
All right.
experience. if
So
you want.
rogue and wood, that's 2 categories, right? Or is that
No,
one?
that's 1 category.
That's one.
Yeah.
All right. Just keep it on good lines then.
And then you get the burning the man ability that has little options inside it that we will deal with soon. And then you will get your soul changes. The default is to begin with a pure soul.
Yep.
The next step down is white, which you get a 1 blight.
Let me guess.
So you have a blight.
I'm obliged.
So therefore you already have a white soul.
Yep.
Not a pure one. You're gray.
You have
2 blights for you
And I'm pure.
so far.
Hey!
You are allowed to drop your shade if you want as part of character creation. We'll talk about that option soon.
Yes.
Just if you want to start off all full of.
I don't need to
Trolls.
start off
Yeah.
lower, I think.
No, you don't. Okay, so yes, you are close to what is called dark taken.
All right. Let's see. A shade gray.
Then I think, did we ever get your numbers for your skills and things? I don't think
No.
we did. Okay, let's do that now. So we go back to the nomad culture and we find that you have 1 in these 3: athletics, awareness, and knack. So just put a 1 next to each of those.
Athletics.
And 1 free. For horsemen, you have knack and prowess.
We already have that.
So now you have 2.
Okay.
And prowess at 1, and then you have 2 free.
Then I have in 3.
And when you put free ones in, you have to stop at 3. Okay. So
Max is.
max is 3 for these. Abilities sometimes give you more, and then they can go up from there.
So you can get a max like total or from the free skills.
By putting the free skills on, you can take it as high as 3.
Okay. Right.
So then, for Ranger,
Ranger.
yes, we have awareness, prowess. You're getting plenty of that, I think. And stealth. And one more free. And you can look there and see the list of them, because you can put things into the ones that you have nothing in if you want. So that's where we
They're
are
free.
with these, yeah. So
But
you
I
can pick
cannot get them other ones more.
correct.
I'm not really sure.
Well, you can. Yes, you can. You can get any of them up to 3. You could put one in.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's so free.
Uh-huh. And so to give you an idea, prowess is what you use for fighting most of the time. Vigor is what you use for energy and effort and things. And the others are mostly pretty clear. Most of these are used in your abilities. So we look inside your abilities and
the evasion I took, it said acrobatics. Do I need to get acrobatics to be able to choose evasion?
let's take a look at that.
I would guess so, yes.
Let me
Because
take a
the
look.
one had
Requirements. They say
yeah.
requirements.
Yeah.
So I
And-
need to use one on acrobatics.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, you do not have that. Is that a skill? Acrobatics?
That's skill. Yeah.
In
Acrobat.
here.
Athletics.
No, it's
No,
not.
no.
Athletics.
Is it
So I
Can
can't
I-
choose that one.
Hold on. I think acrobatics is an ability.
Yes.
Okay.
Roll
So
the
the
roll.
problem is you don't have. Okay.
Oh, so I need to choose that one first.
No. What? Okay.
Yeah.
Or
How many do you get to choose from Rogue and Wood though? Just one, correct?
just one. So I have to choose acrobatics, and next time I can choose.
Correct.
Then I can choose evasion.
So it's
Correct.
like
Yeah.
evolved
Correct.
version of it.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So just
Starting
acrobatic.
with that.
Perfect. Okay. That's
But
easy.
I already have evasion 2, so I can choose my instinct on
Yes,
the other
there
one.
you are. Exactly correct. Yes, well done. Okay, so we are following the rules, which is very exciting. And so, Nate, I think the next thing is for you to roll your 3 sets of 2 and also to pick all your crazy bullshit from being a burned man.
Roll my 3 sets of 2.
Three
Uh,
sets of
2d10.
2d10s.
Yeah, you were busy when they did
100
that. Yeah.
roll.
And I have my
So the
table
10
for that.
is a 3.
Yes.
So that's a 30.
Just roll
2 times.
and then take both numbers and write them down like this.
Yeah.
Don't make it 100 or 30 or like that.
So 3,
Yes.
6.
Okay. And then the next pair, these
Roll.
have to be done in twos.
Alright.
So
2. I am not quite clear what this is for. 9.
Fun
okay,
stuff.
we will see.
Alright.
And then one more time,
Let's see, that's 10.
a 0.
0 is 0.
0, 0.
Alright, so it's in the 0 to 9.
Mhm.
Alright. And 6.
Okay. Now, let's use Lennart as our example.
Alright.
Okay. So, first of all, you have your 3 upbringings.
Yes.
And you have your 3 backgrounds. Oh, wait, you are still choosing. So, wait. Let's go with Camila instead. We have your 3 upbringings and your 3 backgrounds. If we look at which of your upbringings comes first? Presumably nomad culture.
Yeah.
Historically, for your character.
Yeah.
So, which of your 3 backgrounds goes with that?
Oh, that one I have not chosen.
Well, you can look at them and just choose quickly.
Yes. I actually think I will choose the same order they're coming
Okay,
in.
so for while you were a nomad and growing up in the nomad culture, you experienced plenty of battle and conflict.
Yes.
And remember, that's not generic. This is actually something specific to you. You would probably tell somebody about that specific battle and what it means to you. And then we have horsemen, and apparently you want to associate that with your local reputation.
Yes.
So, as a renowned horse person.
Yeah, the horse whisperer.
And then finally, as a ranger, then you have this background, which is what?
Problems with nobles and authorities.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so do you see how she got her 3 backgrounds, and then she chose how they related to her upbringings and in what order, right? So you're going to do the same, but you have to choose your backgrounds now.